So the whole system was built to kind of change the way grain's handled. You know, most of the grain that we buy is done on a contract beforehand with a set delivery period, set amount of tons, and then we book the deliveries in, and we're booking them in basically by the hour so that we don't have big long lineups.
Yeah, good call.
Try and improve the farm's efficiency too, so if they're hauling, they're not sitting in a lineup, and I mean, that's our goal, is to try and keep all of that pretty efficient for them as well.
So you've mentioned that that's a probe. Is it going to test the grain? Or?
Yep, so it goes from there, and then they'll get the sample in the office.
Okay.
And then they'll assess the quality, so before that truck gets in the driveway, they know where they're going with it. So it's a blower and a vacuum that take it through the pipe into the office.
So that probe is actually taking a small sample of grain.
It cores the truck, yeah.
And shoots it to the office.
Yep.
Wow.
So when you're in the office, you see the probe go in the truck, and then there's this delay, and all of a sudden you hear the grain into the sample collector. G3 is like high volume on wheat, barley, canola, peas.
So do you have a bin for each quality of grain, or do you try to?
Yeah, we have to get a little bit creative, but we'll have like protein bands and visual grades that we kind of stick within when we're binning. Most of it we know what's going to come by farm samples that we've collected earlier, and usually have that figured out before the contract's written. Oh, absolutely, we'll be offering a grain drying service for customers who are faced with poor weather in the fall. So yeah, for sure, that'll be a part of our service. It's a state-of-the-art facility. We dump a Super B in about 4.5 minutes. So yeah, we can have trucks in and out in a real hurry, which also improves the farmer's efficiency. So you can see on the outside of the building here,
yes,
there's 2 big legs and 1 small one. So the 2 big legs are both used during car loading.
okay.
We can still dump a truck with the small leg during car loading. The legs that you see, the bigger ones, they're like 800 ton an hour each.
Okay.
So we use one of those to move the grain from the front pit into the facility, whichever bin we pick.
Oh, grain goes down, moves over to the leg moves it up and pushes it
Yep.
to whichever container?
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's, under the truck, there's a drag conveyor that takes it to another drag conveyor, which then takes it over to the legs. It is a peanut-shaped truck, so they do that to fit the cars in. A loop track is efficient because when they pull the cars in here, the CN crew turns over the power to us. It never unhooks. We get on the train, we have trained, all of our staff here are trained to run the locomotives. So the efficiency comes that instead of them having to divide these cars into these ladder tracks and then come and pick them up and hook them all back together, it's hooked up, and when that crew shows up here, they will be on the road in a very short time. They are fairly automated when you get it going. Like, we do not stop the train to load a car. It's on the fly loading. So when that train gets under the spout, they've got the bin open and it's coming down the chute, and the car fills as we're moving. So we're right now at this point, we're doing it at 0.15 mile an hour. So you set that train at 0.15 mile an hour, and as long as you don't have any problems, that's what it does all day long, which every 4 minutes you fill a car. We're basically ready to hit the ground in the fall. So plan is that we'll have the facility almost empty. We'll be carrying some into new crop, but we'll have lots of delivery opportunity for sure.